Good evening, welcome back into the Sim Shack. It is a Thursday the 25th of April 2024. I am 𝙒𝙚𝙦𝙢𝙚 and this is my first look at Farm Manager World. Now if you're not familiar with the Farm Manager series, there have been two previous releases and I've played both of them kind of religiously, putting in many hundreds of hours I would imagine of gameplay together, which you can go check out if you wish. Now the problem with both of those early release games was that you get to a certain point and it's just kind of a money spinner. There's no challenge anymore. It's quite challenging to start and to build up and get to a certain point, but once you get to that point there's really not much else for you to do, so it becomes rather boring, which is why Farm Manager World sounds really quite exciting. There's so many new features that are proposed or envisaged or already available in the game, one of which is multiplayer. The ability to be able to grow your crops and trade with friends of yours. Now I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. I guess if you've got a production system in place and you want certain crops or certain produce to be able to produce a certain product, then maybe you could agree a price with a friend who's also farming, and then the two of you can sort of almost help each other out. Now that might not make sense, because why don't you just grow your own, except for the fact that this is why it's called Farm Manager World. They have implemented continents. Now different continents have different soil pH values and different temperatures, etc., and they can grow different crops. So something you can grow in Asia you might not be able to grow in Britain, and vice versa. So that's how it's proposed to work. Now in order to keep things interesting and exciting and varied and ever changing or ever evolving, they are also introducing things like crop rotation, pH values in the soil, trends I think was one of the things I read, and a whole bunch of other stuff to try and keep it more realistic and more evolving. All of your produce will go out of date. It will only last for a certain amount of time. I think that was a problem in previous versions as well. You created stuff, you put it in the warehouse, it just stayed there forever. It doesn't do that anymore. You're going to have to do something with that produce, which may mean you have to sell it at a loss in order not to make a complete loss, if that makes sense. So I'm really quite excited to jump into this. Massive thanks to Playway who have hooked me up with the key today, and I'm very excited to get into this. One more thing to mention is that mods are going to be available in the game. I don't think they're available just yet, but then the game hasn't officially launched yet. Comes out on the 29th. So there's an awful lot to get stuck into, and it's been a long time since I played, so I'm basically going to be a noob, but I should pick up pretty quickly. How's that for an intro? Good 3-minute intro there or something? That's quite a long one for me. Alright, let's jump in. Let's do the campaign. So it looks like Central America and Europe are currently shut. This game is in early access, by the way. So Europe and Central America are in the main game, but Asia is not in yet. You thought you'd turn up as your alter ego today? Does that mean you're Farmer Palmer or I'm Farmer Palmer? How you doing, Tez? Right, let's jump into Europe and learn everything about farm management. Now, because this is early access, there may be some bugs and issues and stuff, so just be aware of that. Fantastic job. Now create a second field yourself, this time a larger one, fit for 5 workers. Oh, that's why there's only 2. Choose the crop you want to grow. The crop list contains estimated harvest yields and preferred temperatures to help you make a good choice. Turn off machine mode, turn on manual mode, and start ploughing. Right, so I guess let's go right ahead and do that. So that's between 3 and 6 workers. 0.048 hectares, going to cost 2,500. Boom. We are waiting for the harvest from the field. This is a good time for you to learn about the details of the field window. Shall I tell you? Yes, please. Click on the field to open the field window. Hover the cursor over the image of the plant to see the conditions it needs. Below you will see the growth status, the dimensions of the field, and the maximum number of workers. So I'm guessing he wants me to look at this one. So it's a multi-harvest crop. It's perennial. Kind of feel like maybe that's asking me to do that a little bit early. So the growth status must be this bar here. The dimensions of the field, yeah. And the maximum number of workers, 2 of 2. Yeah, okay. I get it. Oh, we can see the process as well. So cultivation is currently in progress, followed by pH fertilization, nitrogen fertilization, fertilizing, planting, spraying, watering, and then finally harvesting. We'll get bonuses here, it looks like, from Stu. Yes, I agree. The menus have had a very nice touch of polish. The UI does look very clear. There's an awful lot of information here, but it's not... it's still intuitive, which is good. It's not sort of overwhelming, which is great, because farming can be quite complex. So the reason why we don't know what sort of bonus we're going to get for the nitrogen levels is because we haven't done, or my staff haven't done, a nitrogen test yet. So we're going to get 100% bonus for the humidity, for the temperature. Bonus depends on crop rotation. It's the first crop, so that's probably fine. Soil class and pH value. So these 3 things will come as we work further down this list, which is kind of cool. All right, so this one, we're going to do this one ourselves. We're going to pick what we're going to have. A multi-harvest crop. Something similar to gooseberry, but not gooseberry. I like grass. I've always liked grass because we can feed animals with grass, but it doesn't necessarily make us a lot of profit. Having said that, that's going to bring us not too dissimilar a profit from gooseberries, just on being grass. And if we can give it to animals, then we could be away. That coffee looks awfully red. Didn't realise coffee was red. So what have we got? Let's have a look through. We got blackcurrant, calabash. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. Coffee, gooseberry, grass, guava, pitaya, passion fruit, kiwi, pomegranate, prickly pear. Wow. Raspberries. Raspberries might be a good shout. Although the profit could be good. Red beans, red peppers, spinach, tomato, tea, and strawberry. Now hang on a minute. Tea. 90-day growth time, pH value. So I think our pH value is a bit too high for that. But as an Englishman, I would probably like to pick tea. I'm going to guess our pH value something in the region of 6 and about 90 nitrogen. So we want it nice and wet. I said that's got too much nitrogen. That's too high nitrogen. Too high. Might be nice if we had some sort of filter here to help knock down the number of options we've got based on the information we have. So raspberries sort of fall into the correct category. So we must have more nitrogen than I was expecting because, well, I don't know actually. Let's have a look and see if they've checked the nitrogen over here yet. No, still not. We still don't know what they are. Alright, well I'm going to go for raspberries because they're quite simple and straightforward. So the fact that I've picked that now, does that mean it's now being worked on? There's more here. No machine. Right, so we've got to turn that off and turn that on. Here they do. Here they come. No. Ploughing in progress, it says. So it's started. So it's set to monthly, weekly, daily, yearly, monthly. So at the moment we're making a huge loss, which is great. It would be useful to increase the income of your farm. Animal farming will help us do this, as it brings in large and steady profits. Would you like to start with laying hens or carp? Oh, I think we'll go with hens. Build a small chicken coop, as well as a small silo for storing fodder. Try to keep these buildings close to each other, and the warehouse to speed up transportation. Okay, summer is here, and for many people it's time for vacation. Unfortunately, it's also a stormy season. Look after plants and prepare for harvest. Roger Dodger. So back to this then. Build a small chicken coop as well as a silo. Try and keep them close to each other, and to the warehouse to speed up transportation of products. I've got some alerts going on here. What's going on? Resources in building expire soon. 300 of the resources below will expire in less than 5 days. Gooseberries. Okay, that's not good. Let's pause time. We're gonna lose the gooseberries because I'm going too slowly. Let's build a small chicken coop. Oh, look at that. It fits in there perfectly. Ah! So, right, this is what we were trying to figure out earlier. So the house there is currently red. So if I build it here, that's fine. That's fine. It's getting less fine as I move away, look. Now it's going kind of yellow. If I build it over there, it's red. So it's going to take them too long to get there for that to be viable. Initially I was going to build it there, but it's too far away from this slot. So what I could do is I could pop it here along with a silo, or I could even pop it here or here. There's quite a few options. I wonder why it won't let me put it there. Right, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. So in here we have soya. So it doesn't mix all four in here then. It'll only hold... No, so that's holding two different things. Three different things. So it's holding the lupin, it's holding the soya, and it's holding the corn. Why is it not holding... I know why it's not holding wheat, because I picked millet instead of wheat. I'm with you now, guys. I'm with you now. Right, so that's supposed to be wheat. That's what I've done wrong. Got it. Got there in the end. Thank you so much for your help. They all look very similar to me. I'm a bit rookie in the old farming department. Wheat, soya, lupin, and corn. Right, I think we're there now. Crisis diverted. Let's hope all the chickens survived. How many we got left? Still got 10 out of 10. To be fair, they would have been eating other bits and bobs. So that's going to hold wheat. That's going to hold lupin.
It can mix everything as long as it's within capacity. But every employee can deliver only one resource at a time by hand.
That makes sense. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think we've ascertained that the mistake was mine. Instead of putting wheat as one of the resources, I picked... I don't know what I picked. I think I picked rye or millet. Something that looks a little bit like wheat, but wasn't wheat. So that was my fault. Right, but we've got it fixed now. It's working. That's okay. That's ticking over. We've got a couple of extra storage locations here. That's got 50 lupin in. That's got 50 wheat in. And that's got 42, 35, 27. So I'm not entirely sure how we ended up with so much lupin and wheat. Is there wheat in there? Still no wheat in there. So if I turn that off and empty that, That should all go into there, and if I do the same on that one, we'll see how long it takes. Was he indeed? That's a bit forward thinking for those days, don't you think? I mean, maybe he was, but maybe nobody knew back then. Who knows? So, right, so they're all from the same supplier. They're all Agro Supply Depot. Problem is, I don't really know how much silage I need. I'm going to say 2,000 kilograms because we're going to start making our own.
Sim, what about Nightmare, where one guy wore a helmet and 3 others controlled them?
Oh, Nightmare, that was fantastic. I loved that show. Yes, I used to come in from school and specifically sit down and watch that. And even as I got older and didn't watch sort of kids' programs anymore, Nightmare, I think, was the one that I kept watching for a while longer.
Don't remember why.
Rod, Jane and Freddie came to mind, but don't remember why. Who knows, Kenneth? Who knows? Back in the day, everyone was on a first name basis, I think. Develop your farm while you're waiting for the harvest. Complete the warehouse transportation techniques training. Oh my god, more training. So that you'll be able to sell more products and reach a positive monthly income. You can increase your profits by investing in new animal buildings or laying off superfluous employees. Well, I don't have any superfluous employees, so we'll be keeping the lot, except for George, but that was an accident. Let's not stir that little nest egg up. Hornet's nest, rather. Right, so warehouse transportation training. So let's go in there. Training, production, logistics.
Really looking forward to this game. We must
warehouse transportation techniques.
Nightmare.
Increases the carrying capacity of owner's house workers to 400 kilograms. Wow.
With the mullet hair krypton factor, and you bet was
That's
where it's
at. Okay, so we've met all the requirements, so that's good. We can do that. Sippy, you're really looking forward to this game. I'm glad. I'm glad you're looking forward to this game. It is coming out in... Let me just check. I'd hate to get this wrong. It is coming out on the 29th of April, 2024. So not too long. 3 days from now. Hopefully I'll be able to stream quite a bit more content for you guys and progress the farm on, so you can kind of get a good idea of what's in the game and how things work, and hopefully not make all the same mistakes that I've made. But yeah, it's a quality game. I really like playing this game. I enjoy playing the last two. I'm hoping this one has a bit more longevity to it, and I think it will, based on all the complexity that they're adding. But this is year one. I mean, we're not even halfway through a year yet, or we're just about hit halfway through a year. And things are going well, but we're a long way off sort of totally dominating, so to speak. Right, so that contract's going to be a complete bust. That's a bit frustrating. The raspberries are in though, guys. Good news. Look at them lovely raspberries. Anyone fancy blowing me a raspberry? Got quite a decent yield out there, look. If I click on that. The humidity was down a little bit. There are no penalties to speak of. But I suppose it hasn't quite finished yet, so once that's finished, maybe it will give us more information.
Come on down.
Oh, hello. Right. We're almost there. So in another 60 days, we'll have another load. Oh, that's pretty cool. Come on down. The price is right. Yes, another great show. I used to watch all these shows with my parents. It was great. It was really nice staying up and watching it with them. There's nothing like that these days, really. Although I have been watching Gladiators recently. It's not as good as the original.
I could record a fart and send it to
Still
you.
pretty good.
321 with Dusty Bin and his sidekick Ted Rogers.
You're right, Mr. T. You can keep that recording.
Supermarket sweep when you hear the beep.
Dusty Bin and his sidekick Ted Rogers. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Supermarket sweep. When you hear the beep, that's it. Oh, that could be my raspberry. Thank you, mate. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Right, gooseberries have been harvested. Raspberries have been harvested. Let's see if anyone wants those, and then I can complete the contract. We'll still fail the other one, but it might progress us a bit. Anyone looking for raspberries? Strawberries? Typically, the one thing we're not growing. Blast. No, I don't think we're going to have any luck here. I could maybe send them raspberries instead of strawberries. Wow, the price of strawberries has dropped.
Or supermarket sweep with Dale Winton was awesome.
Oh, good old Dale. He was another top lad, wasn't he? Definitely died too soon. Right, we got stuff here that needs selling, so I'm going to have to shift it. Lickety split. Oh, we got some silage, which is nice. Is it the gooseberries that are going out of date? What's going out of date? Tell me. Must have been the gooseberries. Right, how long is this going to take? 5 days. This is cool, man. So we're going to have grass and silage, so we can now expand the cows' food to include silage as well as everything else, and then they can have some grass in the next 10 days as well. Right, so we broke that contract, so that goes over there. We probably got fined or something for that, but I didn't notice. Oh god, look at that. Does it tell me where the fine was?
Teletext.
Teletext, yeah. Wow. Contract fine, £1,000. That contract cost us. Right, fair enough. So only take contracts that you think you can fulfill. Technically, I did think we could fulfill that, but we couldn't. Let's have a look, see here. Beets. Melons. 11th of the 10th. Right. When are my melons going to be ready? 23 days. How many melons are we going to have? It doesn't really say. Okay, I'm going to take that contract. Oops, wrong thing. Because I think we can get rid of the melons in time, or deliver the melons in time. So I'll accept that contract and try my hardest not to sell the melons the second they come in.
Band company Telewest.
Telewest, I do, yeah. They got a number of a kebab shop in Darlington and he sent them $2. Oh, Stewie, now you've made me fancy a flipping doner kebab. That's not on, is it? Right, who's coming here? 2 people. Good. Mystic Meg, Septic Peg. Anyone remember Septic Peg? The winner will have a birthday this year or next year. She was class. It's a puppet. He's hilarious. He's in EastEnders now, isn't he? Crazy guy. Tell you what, EastEnders have had an interesting selection of people over the years. Loads of comedians. You wouldn't think it. EastEnders not exactly the funniest show in the world, but yeah, full of comedians. 100 kilograms of raspberries. I've got 455 raspberries. How many kilograms is that? I don't know. Oh, that's weird.
Maybe squared in case the whacker falls off, maybe.
Why are raspberries not showing up there? Alright, let's go to the 11th and then I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Right, it's the 11th of the 11th. The contract has to be in tomorrow.
Do you have a delivery lorry?
No, I don't have any vehicles at all. I think what needs to happen is this needs to come over here. So hang on, there's 400 raspberries here. So we've got 400 raspberries, which is... So we've got 400 kilograms of raspberries. So everything here is in kilograms, right? So I've got to give 100 of that to the contract. Oh, there we go. So 100, deliver, boom. Right. Obviously, it just wasn't quite ready when I tried to do it earlier. We've got good news from the office. You made it. We received a subsidy of £200,000. You already know how to manage a farm and make money out of it. Now you can get into farming on a larger scale. Let's do it. Chapter 2. My very own tractor. Oh, thank God. A tractor. Maybe that's where you're going wrong. Get Millie to wheelbarrow with George. Stewie, you're so wrong, man. You're so wrong. In a good way, in the right way. Right, we're going to get tractors. I'm excited. So I'm going to play until the end of the year. Look at this. We're making huge profits now. We've got nearly 500,000 again.
We're on the big time now.
Unbelievably successful farm. We are just too good at this. You have an intensive farm expansion ahead of you, but first take care of yourself by improving your house. Upgrade it to a farm owner's medium house. Take a look at a newly available trainings and buildings. Maybe you'd like to increase employee number limits. Try farming goats or planting flowers. That's a small farming home, is it? I guess it is. Right, that's all good. So we've got to construct a new building. Medium farmer's home. So we can upgrade that. Oh, nice. Nice. Now we can do that auto trade thing. That's good. It's all coming together now, look. All coming together.
There's a big boy in town with a tractor.
There's a big boy in town with a tractor, and it's a Lamborghini. This is it, Kenneth. We are big time now. We got tractors. These tiny little fields are going to just be so insignificant. Having said that, I'm not sure you can harvest raspberries with a tractor. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Kenneth. Winter is here and the frost is coming. This is the end of field work. Now you should focus on attending to your animals and repairing machines after a season of hard work. Repairing machines. Interesting. That's 100% okay.
Been a good evening, everybody.
Almost 100%. That one, that tractor. And that tractor...
It's not fun unless you peed your knickers.
Well, it's not been that fun, but it has been fun. It's been almost fun in that case. Another thing that they've added to the game is the ability to refuel your equipment, which is kind of cool. We haven't got that option yet.
Skip winter like last game.
Yes, they have the skip winter option. I never skipped winter. I always had too much to do. And now with repairing machines and so on and so forth, I don't see a repair option though. Maybe I just drag it like doop. Repair to durability 100%. Doesn't seem to cost me anything. Maybe there's not enough repair to renovate, or maybe we don't have the garage yet or something. Perhaps I need a garage. Who knows? Right, we are right at the end of winter. I'm going to build this last building and call it a night. Thank you again, everybody. Oh my god, that's enormous. That's much bigger than I was expecting. Let's slot it there. That seems like a decent spot. Oh my Christ almighty, we've only got 68,000 left.
How's that new ship gate come on?
How's the new ship gate come on? New ship.
That's what she said.
Cake. Right, so we're nearly broke. This will make it interesting for the next stream. We're going to be delving into new stuff. We've got logistics buildings coming in. This is where we're going to start getting into production, I imagine. But just as I thought we were financially secure, we're all of a sudden broke completely.
Okay, nice sim night chat. Nice chatting to you.
I can almost not afford to buy another tractor. I'm almost out of cash completely, and we've got to get through the whole winter yet. So it's going to be very difficult. The ship game, that hasn't come out yet, and I haven't got early access to that, so I can't really say anything about it. It looks good. It looks good, but I'm just hoping it's got some realistic physics in it now, because it never did before, and that was kind of disappointing. Having played 𝙒𝙚𝙦𝙦 Home Ship Simulator and knowing what a real proper sim feels like, it's difficult to go back to a gamey one. It just feels really... it doesn't feel good. So I'm hoping it's got a bit of physics in it. Anyway, guys, last thing before I go and before you go, please just leave a little comment here for the fantastic developers of Farm Manager. Tell them what you think of the game so far. I know we haven't necessarily delved that deep into it, but what are your initial thoughts on the game? I think it's looking really good. We had one little bug.
Is it like the fishing one?
One tiny little bug, and that's it. It is like the fishing one. Oh, what? 𝙒𝙦𝙦 Home Ship Simulator? No, it's not. I was going to stream that tonight, but then this game turned up, so I had to change my schedule. But, yes. Right, first of the first. I'm going to pause it there, guys. And we'll hit escape, save, and we'll call that Sim UK. Year 1 complete. That was intense. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been wonderful. You've all been superb. I've really enjoyed streaming this for you. I've had a lot of fun. You could easily sink hours into this game. Yeah. And I have done in all the others. And it's so easy. I mean, 4 hours have passed by, like, so quickly. It's been mental. It's been so fast. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go now because it's late and I'm tired. And you're probably all bored of listening to me prattle on. So I'll say thank you, take care of yourselves, and until next time, goodbye for now.